Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? It is Monday, the 22nd of July, 2024. It is 9 o'clock in the morning here in Tucson, Arizona, which means it is time for the Mindful Moment. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I am the Senior Minister here at Unity of Tucson. Unity of Tucson is, of course, an inclusive and loving spiritual center right here in Tucson, Arizona, where our purpose is to explore the principles of New Thought so that we may find personal purpose, develop a spiritual path, and master spiritual understanding. And that's what I stand for. And this is part of that, the Mindful Moment. Mindful Moment is an opportunity I take each Monday through Thursday at 9 a.m. to join you to express my own spiritual practice, to think about some spiritual ideas, and then to engage in the practice of affirmative prayer, which is a primary tool of spiritual practice that I use. So that's what this is all about. Now, whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment. Let me know that you are here. Love to see those comments come through. Excuse me. And yeah, and if you have any questions that come up, feel free to post a question in the chat there, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube or on our website at unitytucson.com. You can watch in all of those places. I will offer this reminder, though, which is to say this: you are love, you are light, you are life, you are magnificent. And I am deeply grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. So let's say hello, Roberta. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Love the exclamation point because it takes a happy Monday from there to happy Monday. Yes, it is a happy Monday. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Blessings to you, Jerry. Grateful to see you this glorious day. William and Anita, good morning to you. And love to all the peeps. Yes, love to you right back. Grateful to see you. Yeah, so those are the comments that have come through so far. So I had this idea. First, I'm going to just reiterate too. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. I had this idea around a word that we toss around quite a bit in this philosophy, and sometimes I think that we feel like we are distinguished from this word. So the word is a noun. It is a descriptor. It is a descriptive noun for a person that exists and has existed. And I think sometimes we think that we don't have the capacity to be an expression of this noun. What is the noun I'm talking about? I'm talking about mystic. Are you a mystic? Are you a mystic? Now, before you jump to the answer, let's talk about what a mystic is. I'm going to go to my trusty old Science of Mind, which was the primary text prior to my becoming a Unity minister, but is still a great resource that I utilize because this is the primary text, of course, for the religious science branch of the New Thought philosophy, which, as you all know, I was a religious science ordained minister before becoming a Unity ordained minister. So I do hold ordinations in both religious science and in Unity. So I like to think of myself as a well-rounded New Thought minister. Maybe next I should get a divine science ordination, and then I could be Reverend. That's a joke. All right, so here's what Ernest Holmes, the founder of the religious science branch of New Thought, has to say about mystics in answer to what is a mystic. He says a mystic is not a mysterious person, but one who has a deep inner sense of life and of their unity with the whole. Seems pretty straightforward, right? A mystic is not a mysterious person, but one who has a deep inner sense of life and their unity with the whole. A little bit further down, he offers this: a mystic is one who intuitively perceives truth and, without mental process, arrives at spiritual realization. It is from the teachings of the great mystics that the best of the philosophy of the world has come. But who was there who could have taught such men as these? By what process of mentality did they arrive at their profound conclusion? We are compelled to recognize that spirit alone was their teacher. They were indeed taught of God. And so I ask again, do you believe yourself to be a mystic? And what would be the result of adopting that identity of being a mystic? A mystic is not a mysterious person, but one who has a deep inner sense of life and of their unity with the whole. I like to think of myself as a mystic. I don't differentiate now my sense of relativistic being from my sense of spiritual being. I hold firm that they are one and the same, because the relative is the absolute at the level of the relative. There's no difference between the absolute and the relative as far as I'm concerned. And I live from the point of view of my sense of wholeness, my sense of connection. I remember who I am. And, you know, there's a thing he says, well, where could these great mystics have learned, you know? And then he proposes this idea, of course, that the information is from God. And it is, irrespective of the voice that's speaking it. And so I have taken information, I've taken divine information from the voices around me that I believe are also mystical voices. And I have incorporated them into my life, and I have allowed myself to embody this principle. That's what I believe is really about what mysticism is all about. So, and thank you, Roberta. Roberta says, Rev, you are a mystic. Yeah. And William, you're right. We are all mystics, whether we are aware of it or not. So I think the call today is, why don't we start acknowledging and accepting and opening up our awareness to our own mystic sensibilities and start affirming that we are mystics? Yes, Jeannie. Well, and this happens for a lot of people. I am a mystic, but I forget. Then I am able to remember the truth of who I am. When I'm in that place, I am the happiest. Aren't we all? Yeah, I agree. So more consistency in remembering that we are mystics seems to be the call today. And perhaps if you have never acknowledged the idea that you are a mystic, incorporate that into your thinking today. Let's take that into our practice of affirmative prayer. I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are. Simply allow ourselves to settle into the light, the love, the healing consciousness of the one, knowing that there is only the one. If it's safe and comfortable, feel free to close your eyes. I choose to close my eyes as it invites me to turn my attention to the realm of the mystic mind. The mystic mind being the infinite universal consciousness. I am rooted in the assured awareness that there is only this one power, this one presence, this one source, this one resource. I trust in this idea. There is God and nothing else. God, this greatness on demand, this good orderly direction, this creative energy, this universal wholeness, this consciousness, this infinite consciousness. And each and every one of us is a facet of this infinite consciousness. We are not only swimming in a sea of receptivity, we are the expression of this receptivity in form, for as it receives, it flows forth into expression. And so I know that we are the inflow and the outflow of divine revelation. We are love. We are the impression and the expression of love. For as the divine impresses upon itself its own nature, it flows forth into expression. And we are part of that wholeness. This is our identity. And we are, each and every one of us, mystics in our own right. We express the mystic mind whether we are aware of it or not. And so I choose in this moment to open up a greater awareness of the mystic mind, to open up into a greater expression of the outflow of what transpires by maintaining the identity of having a mystic mind, of being a mystic mind. I know that the mystics invite the expression and experience of love, kindness, respect, a recognition that all is sacred, all creation is holy. And so I trust and know that this is my mind. This is the mind of each and every one of us. And so we are mystics, each and every one of us. I trust in this. And I know that as we make our choices in life guided by the mystic minds that we all are, that we, each and every one of us, are creating a kinder, more loving, peaceful, harmonious experience of life. And that this is the evolution of the divine through and as each and every one of us. And so trusting this and allowing, it is with magnificent gratitude and a deep sense of appreciation that I simply let this be. Knowing that this felt gratitude, this felt appreciation flows forth into the expression of my life and the lives of every single person I encounter. I let it be so, and I affirm it as so by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. So I would like us all to go out and have a glorious day. I trust we will. Today I wore my citrus and kiwi shirt. See, there's let's see, how am I? There's lime and lemon and kiwi, because it's a day. I can't do this. It's all backwards for me. Because I want it to be light and fun today. So that's why I wore this shirt. And we're going to go out and make a day magnificent. What do you say? You get to decide whether your day is magnificent. And so I encourage you to make that decision. A couple things that I do want to let you know about. Of course, we have our Sunday celebration that happens every Sunday. That's at 10 a.m. Tucson time. Reverend Steph St. Amand and I will be back for the rant on Friday. And that's at 9:30 Pacific time, 11:30 Central. There's that. Plus, what else is coming up? We have a healing circle, an in-person experience, an in-person healing circle experience that we would love to see you at. It's not something that we can do virtually, so it is an in-person only experience. That is a week from Wednesday. So Wednesday, the 31st of July, the experience begins at 6 p.m. So if you show up a couple minutes before 6 p.m., we will be in Harmony Hall here at Unity of Tucson, where all the prayer chaplains and ministers, many of the ministers, we will come together for the purpose of healing. So whatever you are looking to have healed in your life, bring it to the experience, and we will work on that in the healing circle experience. It's one of my favorite things to do. We do it once a quarter. If there is ever a fifth Wednesday, so if you wanted to look ahead on your calendar, the fifth Wednesday is when we do the healing circle experience with our prayer chaplains and ecclesiastical team. So we'd love to see that. I've got some comments coming through. Let's see. Jeannie, I so appreciate this topic. I access the state through my heart. Yes, absolutely. Would like to hear more about the combination of mind and heart. Okay, so I will address that in another, maybe tomorrow, in another mindful moment. The combination of mind and heart. Mirta, I love today's meditation. Thank you. Thank you, Mirta. And one reason I love coming to these is because I can ride your energy when you lead meditations and usually find that place in my heart. Yes, that's my desire, is that we all are in that flow. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. right here. Wherever you're watching, that's the plan. I'll be here. And so, peace and blessings to you. Make your day magnificent. And no, you are magnificent. And it's not because of anything you do, it is simply the core of your being. Take that to heart. We'll talk about mind and heart tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody.